Hi, I'm Scott Brooks Cope, and I'm a pastor in the United Church of Christ, and I'm currently enrolled in the foundation course with GPC with Wanda Craner and Susan Silhan as our teachers. We started our course back in October with a retreat. On the retreat, something really profound happened to me. I agreed to do some work with the group, and as usual in GPC work, Wanda asked me where I was feeling it in my body, where I was feeling any tension or stress. And I was feeling it in my shoulders, my neck. My shoulders were feeling very heavy. And as I began to talk, it became clear that what was so heavy is I had so many responsibilities on my shoulder at the time. And also, I was weighed down with grief because I lost my brother last year to COVID. So Wanda had people representing the different areas of my life that were causing me stress. She had them come up and put their hands on my shoulder and push down hard. And they kept them there for a long time. And I began to feel the weight of the different responsibilities in my ministry and in my life, the ways that I take them on, the way I overfunction sometimes, the way I work too hard without giving myself enough grace. And then she had one of the men in our group, the only man in our group, come and sit in front of me, and he represented my brother that I lost last year. And Wanda invited me to talk to my brother, Ernie. And as I was talking to him, I began to cry. I cried a lot of tears that I had held inside ever since March. And it was very healing for me to be able to talk to my brother, to tell him how much he meant to me, to tell him how sorry I was that I couldn't protect him from COVID, even though he lived in the facility where I work. I felt a tremendous sense of healing in that dialogue and in that encounter. Finally, Wanda allowed the others who had their hands on my shoulders to lift them one by one. And then she asked me, "How does that feel?" And I said, "It feels great. It feels like freedom to have those things lifted off of me." One of the things I had been wrestling with when I went to that retreat was whether or not I would go ahead and have weight loss surgery. I had been going through all the preliminary things that I need to do to prepare for that surgery. I had tried everything else in my life to lose weight. At the time, I was at my highest weight that I had ever been. And the Spirit spoke to me that night after that work that I did, after that encounter. And the Spirit said to me, "Scott, your weight represents all of the responsibilities you carry around all the time and all the people you care for. But you can let that go. You can let go of the stress and anxiety of all of those responsibilities. And you can let go of the weight that you've carried around for so long." The Spirit interceded for me. The Spirit was a healer. And I decided almost that night that yes, I would go ahead with the weight loss surgery. I had to lose a certain amount of weight before the surgery. I lost 40 pounds, thanks to God's help and the program that I was in. I had my surgery on January 10th, and I've been following all of the instructions that I've had to follow since then. It included I no longer drink soda or coffee or alcohol. Those things are all not good after you've had weight loss surgery. And I can eat a very small amount every day, and I supplement it with protein shakes. But the interesting thing is I'm rarely hungry, if ever, and I feel very supported in this process. To date, I've lost another 50 pounds. So I'm actually 90 pounds lighter than I was a year ago. And I can do so many more things, and I have so much more energy for life now. And I credit a lot of that to the work I've done with Wanda in my individual sessions with her and GPC, but also in the foundation course that I'm in now, with the group that I'm in, and the way that we support one another, the way we're there for each other. but also the ways in which we have seen the Spirit show up time and again to bring healing, not just in my life, but in the life of so many others as well. It's why I want to take the foundation course. It's why I'm hoping to incorporate GPC work into my ministry now and in the future as well. Thank you for allowing me to share my story with you. I hope it's helped you as well. Blessings.